Yo, what's up, man?
Coolin', man.
You know what I want to hear, right?
What you want to hear?
Baby!
Yo, what the fuck is up? You know what it is. It's the motherfucking Buffet Boys, episode 64. We back in the building, live and direct from the cathedral at Baychella in the Henny tent. You know who it is. It's your boy Eb, the Salvadoran sensation. And as always with me, it's my main man, 100 grand, the Hotep hustler himself, Mr. Becky on deck. Mr. Stole Your Girl, gave her right back. The Mexican sensation, Kodak Brown, Mr. 32 Savage, Vic. What's poppin', Vic?
Yo, Eb, you are sounding mighty rusty, bro. You're sounding mighty rusty. I know we haven't done this in a week because of your procedure. Your so-called procedure.
I have no fucking procedure. I'll tell you what, though. They stuck a fucking camera up my nose, which was fucking foul. But
that's off some Prometheus shit, dog.
Yeah, this shit was wild as fuck, man. I don't recommend that to anyone. But listen, man, listen. Jordan came back. He dropped a couple, but don't worry, I'm about to drop the double nickel in the garden, so I'm Gucci, man.
Okay.
So anyway, man, how was your weekend?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm just trying to live out here, man. You see it.
Man,
trying to avoid this whole Coachella traffic out here, because you know how it is, man.
Yeah, man, that shit was fucking disgusting, wild. But hey, man, listen, I gotta salute Beyonce. I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan. My wife is a fucking huge. I don't know if she's part of the Pasadena faction of the Beehive, but you know, because of her, I have to end up watching some of this shit. But I mean, I can't even front, yo. Beyonce, she puts on a motherfucking performance, and I can't even front on that. What upsets me the most, and what you and I were discussing, was these California crowds are fucking trash, yo. Like garbage.
Nah, well,
they're
okay.
Fucking whack.
Okay,
they're
hold on.
Fucking whack.
Hold on. I gotta defend my state a little bit, man.
Shut
now,
up.
do you really think that Oklahoma's bringing the same kind of fire that like Louisiana brings? I doubt it. I'm just saying that crowd in particular is not there necessarily for Beyonce. They're there to take fucking Molly pills and listen to fucking DJs press play, dog.
Nah.
Nah,
man,
you know
fuck
it's
that.
true.
No, that whole entire festival was led because Beyonce, I mean, it's Coachella, but Beyonce was the biggest draw for that shit. All I'm saying is, I can't even front, man. Every concert that I've been to out here, at least a hip hop concert, it's fucking garbage. It's fucking boring. These motherfuckers are just literally just standing around. Like, all I can tell you is Beyonce gave the performance of a lifetime, and we didn't deserve that performance. YouTube deserved that performance, but that crowd didn't deserve that performance. And it just keeps going back to all we do is just fucking stand around and take pictures of each other and fucking film this shit. It looked garbage, man. It looked trash.
Well, you're right on that aspect, but I'm just saying, man, like, I've been to lit ass hip hop concerts. I went to Rock the Bells, and that shit was super lit.
Well,
and I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's like I'm telling you. Maybe it's all the male rompers out there, and you know, the faux flower childs out there, the girls that are pretending to be hippies for a weekend. I think it has a lot to do with that. And I'm telling you, because I've been to Coachella as well. And it's not really. It's not a hip hop crowd, dog. It's not a hip hop crowd. It's not even an R&B crowd. I'm telling you, it's 90% people that are there to listen to DJs play music, which is super whack, and for them to pop drugs, dog. That's the way it is. And not only that, it's really rich, entitled people They're not going there because it's so expensive to go to Coachella nowadays that normal people really can't go. Regular schmegular Joes
it's like a fucking Laker game.
Can't really go. Yeah, unless you're financing some shit, because this shit's ridiculous, man. It's like man. $350 for one weekend.
Oh, that's light. That's nothing.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
yeah, all right.
Sell a couple Xannies. You in there?
Now we know what your procedure was. They were taking a kidney so you can get tickets to Coachella.
Go see fucking Beyonce.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Hey, but shit was lit though, man.
It was, man. That shit, I mean, to see it on YouTube, and I was fucking wilding out. My fucking wife was in here going crazy.
Man, hey. When Kelly got on there, oh, that's my boo, dog.
Oh man, the Godiva goddess was still out here. I was like, whoo, she looking fine as fuck. God
with
damn.
the natural do going, with them thick thighs going, man. It was a wrap.
Michelle was out here looking like fucking. Like, why are you even on stage? Like
a third wheel. She was third wheeling as fuck there.
Yeah, man, that shit was lit, man. I can't even lie, that shit was dope. Hey, your girlfriend Post Malone was on stage too. So
what?
Yo, your fucking heartthrob.
Why do you keep? Why do you
Post Malone
keep
was also
putting that on me? I told you I had. There was an outrageous thing. Fuck Post Malone, but there was a new development in my newfound hate for Post Malone. And we haven't been able to talk about this since the last episode, but Post Malone covered the cover actually of Return of the Mac on some charity thing, and I was never with you, Eb, when you were talking about him appropriating the culture. I was never with you. I was paying attention, but I wasn't with you. But that kind of threw it over the top. I couldn't after that, Ed. And it's funny that you were just like, this is what took you over? Now I see all the transgressions, Ed. I see all the transgressions.
I can understand how like 2 years worth of this guy raping the culture didn't do it for you, but him doing a garbage cover of a garbage cover made you want to say like, oh, yeah, you know what, he might be.
No, it's not. Come on, dog. The cover's not garbage, dog.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Anyway, man, let's get into this, yo. Let's get into this. It's been a nice, fun-filled week. Apparently, we might be going to World War III. I don't know, Donald Trump and Putin. They out here, dog. They put our lives on the line. But what else can we expect? But that wasn't even the biggest story. Biggest story, at least for me anyway, was at least one of them. Cardi B's debut album.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't expecting much, but I can't lie, man.
She delivered.
That production team that she got, they put on a decent album, man. They put on some shit that, I mean, it's like Atlanta, but very Bronx heavy Atlanta, if that makes any sense. And she out there putting the fucking Bronx breakup song. Hey, man, I'm telling you, she was out here. And it moved some units, yo. It moved some fucking units. And
really?
Yeah, man, it wasn't too bad. It was on it. I wasn't expecting much from Cardi B, but she actually delivered us a solid project, some solid shit.
So what you're saying is the ghostwriters sharpened their pencils up real good.
I mean, listen, whether she's writing it or not, she says she writes his shit, but
bullshit.
There's already some shit that there isn't that she didn't write. But I mean,
there's already the reference tracks that are coming out that are like 100% the song.
I mean, it's not like she's acting like she rock him. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, like I said, yo, Cardi B was out here. She was popping. She did a thing, and she went from the strip clubs to IG to fucking selling out arenas, yo. That shit is only in America.
But Ed, here come the wolves, Ed. Here comes the wolves. And of course, having beef with Cardi B, Nicki couldn't have that happen, right? Like, she was just ready. She had them 2 singles in her pocket, waiting for Cardi B to release that album. Now, to be honest with you, I ain't listened to him.
Neither did I.
I don't even think Nicki Minaj is good. In all honesty, and I know the chat's probably going nuts, but I don't think she's good, man.
You don't think? You don't? So hold on. So you're telling? Well, I'll tell you this much: Nicki Minaj is on like that, on that Drake wave now, which is like so mainstream that it just sounds mad fake. But
that's what I'm saying. So look, you can be popular and not be good. Look at Minnie Vanilli.
Okay, that's one song. You see, you're comparing motherfuckers that had like a spark for like a month, man. I'm talking, these people have been in it for a few years now, consistently dropping shit. So like, you can't keep going to this fucking well. I hate this fucking argument that people make, which is like, oh shit, look at Vanilla Ice and look at so and so. Like, yeah, that shit was popping for like half a year. These fucking people have been popping for like a couple years now. So use a different fucking example.
All right, MC Hammer.
Don't listen. Don't listen. You can't slander.
Don't slander Hammer.
Don't slander Hammer. All right. Don't listen. You think? Listen, y'all playing out here. MC Hammer will run up on you. Okay, MC Hammer keeps the fucking goons on him. That is a legit Bay Area goon. Don't you think it's sweet? You think he's just gonna be fucking tap dancing? You gonna get a foot in your ass. So watch yourself.
Don't fuck with Hammer unless you want to be the nail.
Wow. God
corny.
Yo, we need to cue that dad joke real quick. Fuck. But all I'm saying is, I don't think Nicki Minaj is garbage, but her new shit, I can't fuck with it. And she was on the radio talking about how she felt bad about Cardi B. I ain't no one trying to hear all that shit, man. Just drop fire music, okay? You crawled up under the rock that Remy left you in a few months back. Ain't no one trying to hear all that shit. I don't give a fuck about how you feel about this and who. Just drop some fucking music. If you ain't got no fucking music, shut the fuck up.
Hey, I agree.
Yeah, like, yo, how long are you gonna try to ride this fucking wave of a decent album? You had one album that was okay for what it was, and you've been riding that shit forever. Like, how long you gonna, like, is that how bad the female hip hop game is, that you can ride the wave of one fucking album? I mean, well, I guess you could look at Lauryn Hill. You could be, I guess you might be right. You might be right.
Yep. That is it. That's where we're at right now, man. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. She makes dope singles, man.
Yeah, well,
right?
like Rich said, he's feeling this Chun-Li joint that she just dropped.
Okay. I haven't, like I said, I haven't listened to it, man. But that's because I'm so apprehensive to even like really go down that rabbit hole. I don't want to have too much bad to say, but I guess it's gonna happen sometime or another, You don't like it. You don't like it. Oh man, but I just can't, man. Like I said, she's dope on features. She had one album and she's got a couple singles, man. Like, I mean, if that's what it takes to be on top of the game nowadays, that says more about the game than about the rappers.
That's very true, but we already had this conversation about
many times
the fucking game. Your boyfriend Post Malone.
Boyfriend Post Malone. The fuck out of here with shit.
Well, you keep fucking dropping this guy. Every time I slander this guy, you come to his defense like he's paying your bills.
No more, Eb. No more. I'm done with it. I'm done. I never defended him. I just told you I'm not on board with you for a while, but I get it now. I get it. That's your boy, though.
Ain't my motherfucking boy. Fuck that guy. I'm
man. Eb, on top of all that lady action going on, we're going to move into the next story that has a lot more lady action. Your girl, your crush, Young M.A.
Get the fuck
is making her directorial debut in a porno for Pornhub.
Yeah, okay, look, hey, listen, Young M.A. is finding that lane. She finding her niche, and she might be the first dyke to go fucking, worldwide with this shit.
Whoa.
And is that no longer part of? We can no longer use that word no more.
That's spicy language, dog. In 2018, that's spicy language.
Is it? So wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. So dyke is no longer part of the vernacular now. Like that'll get you in some hot water.
I just say this. I won't use it because we're still trying to get some sponsors here.
I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't know. Listen, I'm getting hip to a lot of the shit that I can no longer use, or apparently that Twitter. It's really Twitter. Twitter's telling me I can't use this shit no more. So I can't. Apparently, I can't use the word female no more.
You can't see the R word either, Em.
The R word.
Yeah, you can't see the R word. You know what the R word is?
No, what the fuck is that?
Retarded. That's the latest.
Retarded?
That's the latest one.
There's a gang of retarded motherfuckers on my block. I can't go that far.
I know we're sidetracking from the story for a second, but we're going to get into this for a second.
Wait a minute. You really can't say retarded no more?
You really can't say that, man.
Is that like not in the fucking dictionary?
It is, but you're using it for a different reason. You're not using it. It's a medical term, and we're out here just using it willy-nilly. Nah.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that need the fucking medical label for being a fucking idiot.
All right,
Are you serious? You really can't say retarded?
No, you get some. It's 2018 for you, but let's get back into the story, man. So Young M.A.
Word.
She got approached by Pornhub to do
Is it a docu-series on lesbians?
No, it is a series of Visionary Directors Club, and apparently they're going to try to
does that mean?
They're going to try to get different notable people, musicians, actors, and other people in the industry to make their directorial debuts and direct porn, essentially. And it's funny because when I read the headline that she's gonna make her directing debut for Pornhub, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like a mad lesbian scene with like 5 or 6 people. I was wrong by one, Eb. It's a mad lesbian scene with 7 people.
Oh shit.
So, of course, I had to do some research for science purposes.
Right.
And I had to look into some of these actors.
For the culture.
Yes, exactly. It's not for titillation. It was for science purposes.
Right.
And some of the people she got on this in this video, I'm kind of behind this video. Like, I kind of want to see it now. Not necessarily because, like, it does nothing for me that she's directing it. Like, I think that's the weird part, right?
So okay. So she's directing it, and she's not like piping these chicks.
Nah. She's just a director. But
I mean, I thought she was.
Nah. I would be way less interested. Way less interested. But yeah, no. She's got like 7 bad ones, man. Bad ones, really? in this scene. So I'm interested to see when this comes out, and I know y'all motherfuckers gonna be out there watching it too. Y'all don't gotta be out front with it, but for science purposes, I'll let you know once I see it how good it was.
Damn, that's wild. Hey, listen, that's dope. Like I said, she found a lane. And I'm waiting for another single from her, but I mean, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, Eb, you might not have to wait too much longer because so she's gonna drop an album, but the most interesting part about this whole thing, is that, and I quote, she makes use of her music in key scenes of this porno.
Oh shit! No way.
You know, and that bothered me the most about this whole fucking thing.
Nah, because, man, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to you're supposed to plug your shit on other people's shit. That's the way it works.
Yo, people are getting creative with dropping mixtapes.
Damn, you go to Pornhub, you can download Young M.A.'s new fucking single. All right, check that out. Hey, man, shout out to Young M.A. You out here doing big things. Okay.
It is creative, though. It is creative to get to just even expose your music to such a large audience, the porno watching audience. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. No, I mean, I feel you. I think if you're gonna expose it to a huge audience, that's gonna be the biggest audience you could probably get any fucking way. So yeah, I mean, because
you already got like 99.9% of males anyway.
That's very true. Yo, I'm telling you, hey, Pornhub, if y'all want to shoot over, some directorial cuts, come on through. We got you. Trust me.
If you want the Buffet Boys to, direct one of these, we can make something happen. Yo, y'all don't even gotta pay us, really.
Yeah, for real. Hey.
Wait, but Abby's married, so he'll be on FaceTime.
Nah, that's all Gucci. Nah, listen. This is to expose the brand. That's all.
You gonna tell your wife, age, work, it ain't even.
See, they were. They wanted me to do a scene, but I was like,
it's outreach,
Oh man. All right. Well, hey man, we're gonna take a quick little break. We'll be right back. We're gonna have some more shit to talk about.
Hello, I'm CEO Hayes, host of The Awakened Soul. You may be asking, what is The Awakened Soul? Well, The Awakened Soul isn't your normal podcast. The Awakened Soul is an audio experience. And what we do over at The Awakened Soul, we talk about movies, music, TV, pop culture, politics, news. But we talk about how it directly affects and reflects our people in our culture. We like to talk about things in a way that's going to provoke thought and conversation. So come for the music, stay for the conversation, but more importantly, if you like listening to something that's going to make you think, if you like listening to content that's going to make you really sit down and reflect on what's going on in our society and our culture, check out The Awakened Soul. I'll be there waiting on you. The Awakened Soul, the audio experience.
And we back. You know what it is, Ruckus Radio Live, your boy Eb and Vic. We had a few stories here also that we wanted to jump into, and Vic, I know you were salivating to talk about this guy. I've never liked this motherfucker ever in my entire life, so every time I see this fucking clown, just something about him, man. Something about this motherfucker just does not, just every time I see him, I'm just
sucker, Eb. He's a sucker.
He is a sucker. He's a straight sucker. I'm not even gonna lie, but he might whoop my ass. I don't know, but actually, no.
Well, he definitely would whoop your ass for sure.
Yeah, fuck. You know what? I think
he's whooping your ass, dog.
My ass. You know what? Because hold on, wait. Nah, fuck that. I've seen this motherfucker in person. That motherfucker's not whooping my ass. I don't give a fuck how long you've been boxing, motherfucker.
You know what? I've seen you in person. I've seen you in person. A pro boxer that was a world champ is beating your ass, Eb. I don't care what weight he's at.
I guarantee you he ain't whooping my ass. Please, I'll beat the shit out that motherfucker. Hey, you pull up, all right? The parking's free. I want.
Yo, he lives in Pasadena, Eb.
Yeah, I know he does. Not in the part where he needs to be. So
don't matter. Listen, it don't matter.
Pull up in the Wraith, bitch.
You want him to live in the manors or what? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so the person we are talking about, I know we're getting on a tangent here, but Eb's just talking nonsense. The person we're talking about is Oscar De La Hoya, former boxing champion.
Hey, let's get that charity boxing match going.
I'd love to see that shit.
I'll wear that motherfucker out, dog.
I'd love to be at your funeral and the charity event at the same time.
My funeral. Fuck out of here. That motherfucker is like 5'4", like 140 pounds. Listen.
You are fucking talking out of pocket right now. I swear, dog.
His bodyguards might whoop my ass. Shit. He ain't whooping my ass. I guarantee it. I put money on the fact that Oscar De La Hoya couldn't fuck me up. Nah, trust me. Listen,
hey,
this is like when Roy Jones was trying to fight Riddick Bowe or Lennox Lewis, one of them two motherfuckers. Listen, you run into a Mack truck, baby.
But they're both pro fighters.
No fuck. Listen. All right, man. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so your boy Eb, your favorite Mexican of all time, Oscar De La Hoya, is getting extorted, Eb. Apparently, two IG thoughts went ahead and filmed him and them two pretty much getting busy, but they also got him in some compromising situations where he was having sex with kitchen equipment, like kitchen utensils. So
in his butt. Yeah, see, I told you, motherfucker ain't whooping no.
Well, they didn't say anything about his butt, but I assume that if he's going, okay, so they're asking him for $2 million for this not to come out, and I assume that if you're gonna pay $2 million, then they got you on some real wild shit.
Yeah.
Like they're melting butter on your balls and fucking got a funnel up your ass or some crazy shit, because I don't know, $2 million is not worth the sex tape to me unless he's got like a little dick or something. He don't want that to be out there too.
I mean, I don't know, but the biggest thing I took away from that was the fact that, you know, they were using kitchen utensils. So I doubt that he's used, like, if they were getting the kitchen utensils, you know, I mean, and you know, we talked about how these IG models, they be doing whatever they got to do to get that bread. So I don't think he would care if it was on them. So I think the only reason he'd be even fucking, you know, terrified of this shit coming out would be if these hoes were sticking a spatula in his ass. And to be honest with you, you know, this motherfucker has done some very suspicious things in the past. You know, he had them pictures where he was cross-dressing his shit. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem too far-fetched. And I wouldn't pass it by this guy. You know, I hated him. I hated him with a passion. And this just puts the icing on the cake for me. And just like, hey, listen, you are a sucker beyond repair. And you getting extorted by fucking Instagram models.
By thotties, dog. Yo, it's the year of the IG thought for sure, dog.
Listen, these last 3 months have been, these Instagram hoes is not playing games out here. Like before, it used to be, you know, they got flown out to Dubai and they got shitted on by sheiks on Saturday, and then Tuesday they were back taking the phlebotomist test. But they like, nah, why am I going to get extorted by these motherfuckers out here when I can just extort the motherfuckers down here? You know what I mean? And man. Oscar De La Hoya, I mean, I don't know, dog. This guy.
So here's my connection with Oscar De La Hoya, right? as a Mexican.
That's your connection with Oscar De La Hoya.
That's my connection as a Mexican. Nah, so as a Mexican, you were either in two camps growing up watching boxing, right? You either loved De La Hoya and you were like a lady, or you were. It was essentially like the LeBron James of that time, where only women and
Mexican
dick riders.
LeBron James.
Yes, only women and dick riders loved De La Hoya.
Wow.
Everyone on the other camp was, with
Julio Cesar Chavez, which is the working man's boxer, you know, the everyday, like, I'll beat your ass brawler in the ring. So I was in the Julio camp, but boy, did I have female cousins that loved this motherfucker. And it just made me hate him more. He's the Drake, Eb. He's the Drake of the Mexican boxing world. It's like, I'll give you that.
He has a mostly female fan base. Not to say he was bad, Eb, because like all that in the time period kind of clouded my judgment, right? Like in the time that it was happening, I couldn't really objectively be like, okay, this guy is actually a good boxer. Now I can, but then I was just like so about not liking him because of various reasons. But it still doesn't take away the fact that he was a little overrated, a little bit. Now, this guy, when I hear things like this out in the world, I kind of want to feel bad for him, but I'm still holding on to them feelings from when I was young, dog. Like, nah, he kind of deserves it.
He deserves all that. Yeah, I fuck Oscar De La Hoya. I'm not Mexican, so I really wasn't on any camp as far as that goes. As a matter of fact, I was on the other camp rooting for any boxer that was fighting a Mexican, but you know, that was in my younger years.
But you know, that's because you're a hater and
whatever.
You can't
but
see
the point
his,
is,
you can't
Oscar
stand to
is
see
a
his
bitch.
glow up. You can't stand to see his glow up.
It's the other way around. But
You want to
the
see
point
his
is,
glow down, dog.
the point is, any slander that goes Oscar De La Hoya's way, I'm all for it. I'm all for that. And,
You know what it is, Eb? You know what it is with De La Hoya? He's got that Eli bitch in his eye.
He does.
He's got that. He's got that softness, that Charmin Ultra on him. I'm telling you, he looks soft, Eb. And I know you say that you can beat him in a fight. He's still a pro boxer, Eb. He's still a world class boxer.
Pull up.
Pull up, Oscar.
Pull up. The parking's free, buddy. Anytime you want to see me, I guarantee you.
I'm gonna start sending
I'm not gonna.
emails.
First of all, this is the thing. You talking about boxing, bitch? I'm not boxing nobody. Please pull up. I'm telling you, I'm body slamming you. We can make this happen.
I don't know,
as you
man.
mentioned, Vic,
I don't think you're quick enough for that, Eb.
as you mentioned, this has been the Instagram thought takeover. This has been, I'm telling you, man, this shit is fucking wild. They are going to town. And the biggest story this week, where it was like, yo, my man, like, how are you letting this happen? You're like 7'9", and you just out here just wilding. Tristan Thompson got caught up, and he got caught up with some Instagram hoes.
Damn.
And you know, the biggest thing for me was that, you know, people were talking about Khloe Kardashian, she getting cheated on, and you know, I'm trying to figure out, since when did we give a fuck about any Kardashian when anything happened to them? And I'm seeing all these people coming to this chick's defense like, oh no, you know, it's fucking, how could you do that to her? And then I was like, what the fuck, out of here. What do you mean she's salivating over this? This is exactly what they want. They want this bread to come their way, and the easiest way for that to happen is to fucking put this shit out. You know what I mean? Like, they want this shit to happen. So, you know, I was trying to figure out, how do you, like, knowing that you got a dude who cheated on his baby mom, what do you think is gonna happen to you? You will get cheated on too. Is this not how the game works? They leave how you get them. He cheated on you. If he got with you and he cheated with someone, he's probably gonna cheat on your ass too. So I don't get it. What's the problem here?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Like, first of all, I don't like Tristan Thompson either.
Tristan
I don't like that motherfucker. And the fact that he is a part of the Kardashian clan now, like, speaks loudly that he's not someone that I need to be fucking with. Like, he's just, I can't back any of this up. But one of the funniest things that came out of all this was that, first of all, Kanye threatened to kick his ass, and then your boy Rob Kardashian, he was quoted saying that he didn't go to Cleveland because he didn't want to get into a fight with Tristan, and he didn't trust himself not to do something. Man, if you don't get the fuck straight out of here, Rob Kardashian.
This is where you would say, all right, you ain't whooping no one's ass. Kanye West, little thick ass, ain't fucking nobody up. Tristan Thompson will wear that dude out quickly without a fucking issue. I'm telling you. And Rob Kardashian's getting his ass beat too. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what is what are you guys talking about? And I'm bugging out. Like, this guy's like, what, 7? He's like 6'11", and Rob Kardashian is man, please stop it. Kanye West is scary. He didn't want to fight Beanie Siegel. Okay, that's a well-known fact. What makes me think that he's gonna fucking throw hands with Tristan Thompson? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, but I just kind of got into the bigger scope of the conversation that we were having. Does being famous or being in the public eye in such a big way like Tristan Thompson is kind of give you the pass to cheat? Is it like expected? Is it okay? Is it expected? What's going on? You know, like, and I mean, I think we're going to open up the lines a little bit later for y'all to give your opinion. And if y'all want to throw some donations our way, hey, that line might open up a little faster. But, you know, my opinion is, as long as you're upfront at the beginning of the relationship, then it's all good. If you're like, hey, look, I'm a famous person and this is what I like doing, then yeah, go for it. I don't think you should be married. I don't think you should, you know, tie the knot if you're going to be that way. But, hey, as long as you're upfront, it's not really sleazy. It's not really bad, in my opinion.
I think, to be honest with you, more women. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say women because I think this is mostly a male thing, right? Where if you got buku money, if you're a puff daddy, I think it's expected, right? Like, I think, like, come on, that's just gonna happen. You know what I mean? But I don't think women want you to be upfront with it. I think what women want is for you not to be fucking super messy with it. Like, don't get caught on camera. Don't be out here just fucking doing it. Like, if you're gonna do it, but don't let me find out about it. You know what I mean? And I think that is more likely to happen. I think women are more inclined to say, like, I don't want to know about it. Just fucking, if you do it, you do it. And chances are that you are going to do it, but just don't be fucking super messy with it.
I think that's only the case when both people are famous. You know what I'm saying? Like in this case, both people are famous. I think if you have one famous person and one regular person, or not famous person, I should say, because if you're dating a famous person, you ain't regular. You got something going for you. But if you're not famous and you're with a famous person, I don't think that you expect them to go and do that. You might think it, but I don't think you expect it and are okay with it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
If I was dating Oprah, and I'd pretty much, she's probably fucking somebody else, and that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I am just, again, don't get caught.
Don't talk about my boo. Don't talk about my boo, Oprah. You know, one day she gonna realize she gonna get all this caramel excitement.
Caramel excitement. Wow. Anyway,
hater.
Anyway, but the other thing that came out of this was that Khloe kind of already knew about this, right? She kind of knew about this, and I'm telling you, man, listen, when you got daddy issues, it's a fucking problem. When you have daddy issues, you tend to let a lot of shit slide in, and you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you know what? Like, your dad murdered 2 people, and
oh shit.
You know
wow.
Your fucking ex-husband turned into a dope fiend for a little bit.
Nah.
And French Montana left you. And now, and this dude isn't even her husband or fiance. It's nothing. It's just her baby's father.
We're just gonna gloss over the fact that you said that OJ was her father, huh?
Oh,
we're gonna gloss over that.
I thought that was common knowledge. I thought everyone knew that OJ. I mean, look at it. Look,
nah.
You can tell it's all in the hands, Vic. Like, she got,
yeah, in the shoulders too. I get it,
yeah,
but
she can break through a lot of tackles. I'm telling you.
She can break a lot of karate bricks.
She ain't letting go of the rock, Vic.
Hey, look, I've been looking as of the last couple days of pictures of her very closely.
Oh,
and she's not mixed in any way, shape, or form.
All right.
I know she got them swimmer shoulders. I know she got them softball hands, but nah, man, it's just coincidence. It's just coincidence.
You really think so?
Yeah.
You really, really think so?
I think so, man. I think so. I don't see, like, I don't know. I've never seen, you try to bring up the whole Rashida thing while we were talking offline.
Yeah. Rashida don't look mixed.
Yes, she does.
No,
yes,
she doesn't.
She got something. She got something.
Stop it.
You just look at her and you're like, okay, there's something going on there. Don't even.
Well, listen,
pretend.
as much surgery as Khloe has had, I don't know what the fuck she looks like. For all I know,
seriously,
I mean, she got ass when she didn't have ass, and her face does not look like what her fucking, like, she used to have that fucking HGH jaw. Like, she looked like she was, you know,
that Bill Walton.
Yeah, like she looked like she
might have been Bill Walton's son. Daughter, hey, excuse me.
Damn. Damn. And like I said, she's tall as fuck, Vic. I mean, she literally comes up to Tristan Thompson's shoulders. You know what I mean? And that's like with no heels. So
nah,
I mean,
get out of here. You tripping.
I'm just saying, I don't know. It could be true. It could be true. The point is, Khloe Kardashian, I guess she already knew about this shit, and she's basically saying like, I'm cool with it. It's just, you know, don't be messy about it. And like I said, man, daddy issues is a motherfucker, man. Like, daddy issues it stems so far, dog, that it can make you believe that it's the groupie's fault. Because that's what she said. She said that she doesn't blame Tristan Thompson for the shit. She blames the fucking groupies that are around him. And I'm like, well, goddamn, this motherfucker got her trained absolutely right. This is the way you do it, young man. Rumble, young man, rumble. You are out here just teaching the culture. God bless that woman indeed. You are out here. Listen, you come home like, damn, I got a video of 3 chicks. Another chick just put out a fucking video. And she's like, you know what? I don't even blame you. I know how difficult it is. You're out here in the spotlight. You're only as faithful as your options. This isn't your fault. It's these hoes' fault. That deserves a round of applause. Salute to you, Tristan Thompson, for being a true Jamaican. And salute to you, Khloe Kardashian, for being a real one. For being a straight up real one. And this leads me to a question. You know, Khloe Kardashian said that it's not Tristan's fault, it's the groupie's fault. Other women might say, nah, it's the motherfucker who cheated's fault. And other people might say, nah, it's Khloe's fault. She might have whack box. I don't know. It could be. So my question is, and anyone can chime in here, when it comes to cheating, who's to blame in the situation? Is it the real groupies? Is it the hoes that are out there? Is it the side bitch? Is that who it is?
We're talking about
bitches out here trying to get paid,
person, right? We're talking about cheating with a famous person, because
I would even go as far as just saying cheating, period. And I would say cheating with someone who has a plethora of options. And you don't have to be famous to have a plethora of options. You know what I mean? You can just have a good job and benefits. So
good dick.
Hey,
or good box. Good box.
Oh, you can have some good box, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
my question posed to everyone here is, when it comes to cheating, is it the groupie's fault? Is it the person cheating's fault? Or is it the fucking woman's or the other person getting cheated on's fault? Because in my opinion, you know, I can go on and be like, yo, it's these hoes, man. These hoes, you don't even understand how it is being out here. Like, these hoes is just all over me, and I gotta service the community. But at the end of the day,
do it for the people.
I'll do it for the culture. But at the end of the day, like, if you cheat on somebody, it ain't nobody's fault but your own. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't the groupies. It ain't the person that you're with. It's you. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking around. I mean, at the end of the day, you fucked around. You did this. And I mean, hey, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? But to blame the groupies, like, yo, this girl is fucking, like, she is sick. She needs somebody in her fucking life. Like, this chick is like, yo, I cannot be single. Like, I cannot be by myself. And there's people out there like that. There's people out in this world that need a motherfucker to be laid up with them every night. Doesn't matter what this motherfucker does. Could have fucked your sister, could have fucked your friend, could have fucked your boss, could have fucked your coworker, driving in yo shit, fucking bitches in your car. Or vice versa. You know what I mean? It could be the other way around. I mean, I hope not. But if it is, hey, listen, it's on you. You know, live your life. God bless. So what do you think, Vic? In a situation like this, where the person has options, right? Whose fault is it? Is the person who's cheating? Is the groupies or a person?
In this particular case, right? I think there's a little blame to go around everywhere.
Really?
I think so. I think
everyone's to blame.
not equally. Not equally.
Salute to you, Vic. That's a, you know what, when it comes time for you to finally settle down and and you don't and you cheat. I like that. Listen, like, I need you to understand that we all play a part in the situation at hand here, and I need you to understand.
I'm speaking from an observer from outside. All right. So what I think is, here's what I think. So here's how everyone has a little place to, a little role in this whole thing. One, Khloe, you're letting it happen, boo. Come on. She's making excuses, so that kind of tells Tristan, like, go ahead. Now, being a douchebag that Tristan Thompson is, he's going ahead. He's going ahead. Yeah, he is.
The only reason I can't call him a douchebag is because this man isn't married. He's essentially still single. He's listen, rich. Hey, listen, he called it out. It's true. It's hard being young, black, and famous. It's difficult. It's hard out here. You know what I mean? So I can't really call him a douchebag. If he was married, maybe I would go that road.
Sorry, son.
It's Khloe Kardashian. It's Khloe Kardashian.
Don't be in a relationship then.
That shit ain't even.
Just don't do that. Just don't do that.
I mean, I think you're married. I think once you're married, once you've been committed, once you put that ring on, once you make that you know, whatever deity you believe in.
Can I finish?
All right. Go ahead, Oprah.
Now, the one that has the most fault in all this are the IG thoughts.
Nah, fuck out of here. I wouldn't even know.
Yes. Let me finish. Let me finish.
All right.
They didn't just out of random decide to, like, oh man, this guy's really handsome. You know, let me see who he is. He's tall and handsome. Nah, man. They knew who he is. They know what they're trying to get. They know the situation. He's with one of the people of the most famous families in America. So they know what's going on. So to just go ahead and, you know, put it out there, like if they just did it and just shut the fuck up about it, then they're all right. But I mean, to do that and then put it all out there, that's on them.
Nope, I can't even blame the IG thoughts, to be honest with you. And the only reason that I can't is because people get scammed every day, B. And it is what it is. This is their job. This is what they're supposed to do. Now, if you're the sucker that's falling for it, then that's on you, son. You're the trick. That's what you are right now. Is you are.
So he's the sucker. But
so I would blame him at the end of the day. This is him. It ain't nobody's fault. He's the one that's doing it. Listen. These hoes is doing what they supposed to do. That's what they are here. That's what they are doing. They're staying with it. They doing what they supposed to do. You know what I mean? They are thoughts. We are literally calling them thoughts. That's what they are. They are doing what they are supposed to do. You know what I mean? And if you're blaming a fucking chick because she's with you for beneficial reasons, I don't know what world you're living in. You know what I mean? Like you are very childish. You are a childish individual if you are upset because someone is with you for beneficial reasons, Vic. You know this. You should know this. You should absolutely know this.
Look, I know that they're doing their job. They're doing their part in the community.
So I can't be mad at that.
But I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm just pointing out that the people that are making all this negative are them. But it's because it benefits them for it to be out there.
Listen, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Would I have hoped that they'd be a less messy?
And everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Being a young, famous millionaire, you're doing what you're supposed to do by smashing IG thoughts then, right?
Okay.
And by being a girlfriend of somebody that's cheating on you and you're forgiving him, you're doing what you're supposed to do by blaming somebody else, right? So everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Everybody's playing their role. So everybody has a little culpability here, Eb. Like I said, bingo, bango. Got it. Got him.
Listen, shout out to these IG thoughts, man. Like, they are changing the game. Like, I was trying to, I was sitting here and I was having this conversation and I was thinking, damn, man, like, these bitches is out here really changing the game. They went from selling flat tummy tea scamming you off of that. Then they started scamming these sheiks in Abu Dhabi and shit, and doing all types of crazy shit. And now they out here making it happen, cause this same chick is out here extorting essentially Tristan Thompson, is now trying to extort Fabulous on the same shit. And I'm like, damn, this bitch is getting ran through. And she has no problem letting the world know. So I'm thinking, yo, is this the new Superhead? Is this like the evolution of Superhead? The thing with Superhead was, she didn't let nobody know till years later. After which I think is even worse, because
that's a classy way. That's a classy way to go about it.
Nah, I don't think it's a classy way, because listen, you did what you did, right? And now you laid up, you good, you married, you thinking like, all right, everything's good, I have my run. And then a book comes out, and you're like, yo, you are putting me on shaky ground right now. Like,
because then you can play it off like, hey, she's just making shit up. When in the moment you can be like, oh yeah, I can put it together. You were here on Wednesday and you weren't there on Tuesday. You can connect the dots.
Put 2 and 2 together.
But like 10 years later, you ain't gonna remember where someone was on June 6th, 2017. You know, like, it's not gonna happen.
Word. Okay, I feel you, Vic. Well, listen, man, let us know what you guys think.
By the way, Rich had the best comment. Whack box syndrome.
That's plaguing some of you young ladies out here.
That's a real thing.
You out here. I know you out here stepping your cooking game up. You got to do different things. You know what I mean? You gotta play your part. But whack box is definitely a syndrome. It definitely has taken many lives in this game.
But I think we're gonna take a quick break to gather ourselves.
Tell us what you think.
Let people get ready to call in.
Who do you think is to blame for this situation? Is it the person that's cheating? Is it the person that's getting cheated on? Or is it these hoes? Call us up. Let us know. We'll be back.
Hello, I'm CEO Hayes, host of The Awakened Soul. You may be asking, what is The Awakened Soul? Well, The Awakened Soul isn't your normal podcast. The Awakened Soul is an audio experience. And what we do over at The Awakened Soul, we talk about movies, music, TV, pop culture, politics, news. But we talk about how it directly affects and reflects our people in our culture. We like to talk about things in a way that's going to provoke thought and conversation. So come for the music, stay for the conversation, but more importantly, if you like listening to something that's going to make you think, if you like listening to content that's going to make you really sit down and reflect on what's going on in our society and our culture, check out The Awakened Soul. I'll be there waiting on you. The Awakened Soul, the audio experience.
Hey, we're back. We
know what
are
it is.
back.
Ruckus Radio Live. We in here. It's your boy Eb and Vic. So Vic, man, what else we got in store? So
Eb, we're gonna get into some more fuck shit, cause that's what we about. But this one actually kind of blew my mind. So if you guys have listened to us regularly, you know that we're not with pretty much anything that goes down in the state of Florida. There's a lot of fuck shit that happens there, and it always leaves me scratching my head. Right. And this story in particular is no different, Eb. So there was a Florida woman that was just arrested because they found in her blood methamphetamines and marijuana. Now that wouldn't be that bad, except for the fact that they also took a blood test for her 2-year-old child, which also tested positive for methamphetamine and marijuana.
God damn.
2-year-old.
I mean, listen, crazy white women from Florida are doing what crazy women from Florida are supposed to do. And
So-
yeah, you're absolutely right.
So
2-year-old.
they got a warrant to raid her house, and after having taken a blood test a couple months ago, they finally got the results back saying that 100% we're going to go arrest this woman, and they did. So some of the tips had come into, I guess, to the police from people that knew her, and they had reported that the child had been frequently using methamphetamine. It wasn't just like exposure. It was prevalent in his blood.
God damn. So she was getting blooded with her fucking kid. With a 2-year-old.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And the wildest part of this whole thing is that it was reported that this 2-year-old knows how to roll a joint.
Yeah, that's what I read too. I read that she would have the kid roll the J's for her, and then they would smoke together.
Yo, that's so, like, a 2-year-old, like, what kind of 2-year-old has the coordination? Yo, I couldn't roll one right now if you told me to. I haven't done it in so long that if I had to roll one, it would be sloppy.
Damn. Well, you know what the funny thing is that people are always talking shit about the hood and this and that and da 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 da. All right, listen, man. I didn't learn how to roll a joint till I was 9. So
what the fuck?
These motherfuckers is out here just wilding, and I keep saying, man, listen, the epidemic that's going on right now in these white households in even suburbia is fucking crazy. But they always want to flip it. Always want to flip it back, and it's just like that's not what it is, man. Listen. These motherfuckers down south.
I'm looking at the mugshot abs, and they don't look like suburbia to me.
That's true. You know what? She looked like she baptized her baby in Monster Energy drinks. So you might be right. She seemed like the type. She seemed like the type. She seemed like the one that would do shit like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yo, she got that typical meth face though.
Yeah, she got that meth face. And yo, listen, now it's becoming an epidemic apparently. And so now we want to talk about the issue. Now motherfuckers want. But when the crack epidemic was killing my aunt, y'all wasn't saying shit. Were you? Not a fucking thing. But now listen, fucking Josh and Kyle and they leaning out and dying and shit. Now it's becoming a problem.
Skylar's all strung out. And
Skylar's out here fucking sniffing paint cans and shit. Yeah, man, that shit's fucking crazy. Which, listen, this is a good little transition into one of the biggest stories that popped off literally, yesterday, all day yesterday?
I think it was a couple days ago.
It happened a couple days ago, but it really started trending till yesterday. And, you know, the biggest shit that popped off was, as always, the same narrative. People of color, specifically young black males doing absolutely nothing, being harassed by the police. And in Philadelphia, at a Starbucks of all places, Vic, doing what you do at a fucking coffee shop, right? Like, I'm bugging because I'm like, this is what you're supposed to do at a coffee shop. This is what people do daily at a fucking Starbucks. At a motherfucking Starbucks, sitting waiting for the friend. A fucking Starbucks employee called the local police in Philadelphia, and they arrested both men for trespassing. And Vic, yo, when I saw the video, I was upset. I was mad as fuck, but I'm like, what else? Like, yo, we're so desensitized to this shit now that it's just like, oh fuck. Like, what else was I gonna expect? So
the whole idea is that they were sitting in a Starbucks waiting for a third person to come, a friend to come, so they can order, because that seems like a reasonable thing to do when you're meeting someone, right? Like, if you're meeting a friend, like, you might order a coffee, or you might wait for them to come so you guys can all order at the same time.
Yeah. Or not, motherfuckers. Listen, Starbucks wants you to come in just to use the fucking Wi-Fi, because the thought process is if you're there, you're gonna buy some shit.
That's the whole thing, Eb. That there's white people everywhere. I don't want to generalize, but writing screenplays at Starbucks across the country.
Yeah.
And these young brothers come in here to get a cup of coffee, meet up with a friend, and they get arrested because what? Because of what? Because they look scary to a barista. Like, that's so wild to me. It's so bizarre that...
Nah, it's not even bizarre, Vic. It can't, like... I mean, I'm used to it. I know you're used to it.
I'm used to it, but it's still bizarre. It's still bizarre because, you know what? I like going to coffee shops. And I like just hanging out. I love it. I love doing that. I love...
Well, apparently you can't hang out. Apparently you can't hang out no more because that's called trespassing or loitering or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
But I didn't know you can get arrested on the first time where somebody warns you. Well, shouldn't you get a warning and be like, okay, you know what, sir, you can't be here.
Nope.
And then I say, fine, I'll take my business elsewhere. Not get arrested.
You know, the funny thing is, these scary motherfuckers at Starbucks, the baristas didn't even say shit. They didn't even tell the guy to leave. They didn't even tell him to leave. They just called the cops. Like, they didn't say like, yo, y'all either gotta buy some or you gotta go. They didn't even mention that. And and again, I'm just going back to like, yo, is this not what you do at fucking coffee shops? Is fucking sit around and not do shit? I've been to plenty coffee shops where I fucking sat down and ordered a fucking thing. Ain't no one bother me.
Yeah.
Then again, I have been at places where I've been. Yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna get into that.
Sir,
point is,
we're gonna have to ask you to leave. You're gonna have to buy a Danish and get the fuck out.
Fuck out, yeah. I mean, the statute of limitation is over, so never mind. I'm not gonna get to it. The point is,
no, don't get into it.
What I'm saying is, yo, these brothers wasn't doing anything, and like I said, I was so into this shit, right? That I'm like looking at the video, and I'm like, we all know what's gonna happen, right? I already know the story. I know exactly what's about to pop off, and the only thing I really started focusing was on this middle-aged white guy comes up to the cops, starts pretty much popping off like, yo, what are you doing here? Like, yo, all they're doing is sitting around. All these motherfuckers in here are sitting down. Like, why are you arresting him? And I'm thinking to myself, I guess it's cool that this dude came up and, wanted to voice his disdain for what was going on. But I'm like, yo, the motherfuckers who's getting arrested should be able to say that. But they can't because they know they're about to get that resisting arrest knock, which is exactly what these motherfuckers want them to do, so then they can justify the arrest.
Yep.
So I kept reading people saying, oh man, I'm glad that they stayed calm. I'm glad. Nah, man, that's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. They're peace officers. That's what they're supposed to do. And I'm like, yo, these guys ain't doing a fucking thing except doing what they supposed to do, which is sit in a fucking coffee shop, which is okay. I don't get that. Like, and it's just like, yo, you guys are either fucking blind to what's going on in this world. There's a lot of people that are like, no, what are you talking about? It's better than it was. No, it wasn't. No, it isn't. And this is the outside of people getting fucking shot for being black and for being brown and for having a fucking cell phone in your hand, you're also getting arrested for being in a fucking coffee shop doing what fucking coffee shop shit is, which is sit around.
Yeah, that's kind of the most bizarre part of the whole thing. And Starbucks did come out with a statement and apologize, saying that they should do better, that our employees should be trained on at what point law enforcement needs to be introduced into a situation. Now,
that wasn't I don't know what kind of training you need, because I don't need no training to know that people sitting at a fucking coffee shop isn't a reason to call the cops on someone.
So this is where I'm kind of gonna get into it. So I've seen a lot of people wanting to boycott Starbucks, which I've already done before all this, because I don't like Starbucks to begin with. I don't like their practices. I don't like the people that go in there usually. But that's neither here nor there. I don't think that it's necessarily the company's fault. Now, are they going to get taken to court? Probably, and get some money taken out of them? Absolutely. And is it valid? Absolutely. But I think this is the fault of a lone actor. Whoever the person was that called was a scary ass person, a type of person that can't walk down the street without being scared. And I find it bizarre that that's all it took. It took one person to call and get two people arrested and booked. So it wasn't that they just got detained. It wasn't that they just were, talked to by the police and asked to leave. They were arrested and booked, and that's something that ends up on your record, guilty or not, ends up on your record forever. So employers, if you're going to look for a job, it comes up, and you have to explain yourself, and whether they believe you or not is a different story. So that could affect these two gentlemen, or these two people. I don't know them personally, so I can't call them gentlemen, but these two people that are innocent in this situation could cause them problems for years to come.
Yeah, man. And like I said, man, what bugs me out the most is, I guess all it takes now is just a 911 call to prove that you're guilty. Because I'm like, are you not supposed to go assess the situation and be like, man, ain't shit going on in here? There's no problem here. There's no reason to bring 7 of my friends in here to fucking press 2 individuals who are doing coffee shop shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, man.
I think we find the name of our episode, Coffee Shop Shit.
Hey, Don is saying that Starbucks uses inmates to make cups, so they probably wanted him to work for them.
Damn.
Listen, I don't know what it is. I think Starbucks needed to put out something more than what they put out. That fucking person, whoever that barista, whoever the fuck called, like that ain't you. All right, Vic. Like I know what it is. You know, I've known this for quite some time, and I'm sure you have too. That
yeah.
You know, there's certain scary ass individuals who call the cops and fucking make something up.
Oh,
or
for
add
sure.
some extra sauce to something that, like, you could just be walking by. I don't know. He looks suspicious and he may potentially have a gun. And that alone is a trigger. At least it's a huge trigger now. It's a huge trigger now. You mentioned a weapon. Yo, you better hope. You better hope to God you get a police officer that's very rational and isn't ready to fucking, put the Rambo face paint on. You know what I mean? Because you might get shot, yo. Like, this shit is fucking wild. And, I'm glad that no one got fucking shot or died in this situation. But when you're looking at it, you can start seeing, like, yo, this could potentially happen. Like,
yes.
If those guys were like, nah, man, that's fucking bullshit. I'm a fucking American citizen doing what everyone in here is doing. You know what I mean? Which he has every right to do. Which is like, yo, you are here to serve the fucking community, sir, and you're not doing any of that. You know what I mean? So
I just, I think it's kind of like a sad and disappointing point in our country. Well, where a police officer not killing someone is like the silver lining. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, like that is the positive in here. Actually, you know what? There was one positive, Ed. There was one positive that I saw online, and that regarded to this situation. I did see people circulating nationwide lists of coffee shops owned by POCs.
Nice.
So I think that's really dope. LA had hardly any,
really?
if any.
Well, Tierra Mia is a Hispanic owned one.
Okay. And there's one. Like 4 or 5 of them. I think there's one in Pasadena too, Zona Rosa. But I think it's just kind of wild that, like, we have to try to find positives. We can't just be angry, because then we're just angry. You know?
No, I mean,
we had to find positives, but I hope they get that fat check from Starbucks. I hope they push it to the fullest extent, because it's some bullshit, man. It's some bullshit.
Yeah, man. Imagine that you go to the hookah lounge doing what you normally do, being a Mexican in a hookah lounge, and they come and arrest you. Be like, yo, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, it don't work that way, man. And that's bullshit. And to be quite honest with you, man, like I said, I was watching this video, and the whole issue of them getting arrested, I'm so desensitized by it. It's almost like, all right, it's expected. If it happens to me, I'm sure it's expected. If it happens to you, Vic, it's expected, right?
Yeah.
It got to the point where I'm not even looking at that no more. I'm looking at just how the system works, which is a dude in a vest is saying what the guys who are getting arrested should be able to say, but don't. Because now it's like, yo, if I start saying what this motherfucker's saying, then they gonna give me that resisting arrest knock. Then they gonna really be justified, or supposedly be justified, in anything else that happens from there on. Being slammed, being shot, being tased, and getting that shit on my rap sheet. So,
man, all right,
it's just wild, man.
You know, like I said, I hope that, you know, they get a little money off of this, because that's the only way people are gonna learn, that when you hit it, when it hurts.
Man, the fucked up thing is, yo, Starbucks has so much bread that even if they gave them money, that's lightweight, dog. They probably spend more on napkins in a month. So
yeah, you're right.
But I don't even know if that's gonna happen, bro. I don't even know if they're gonna give them any money. But I guess we'll see. Hey, fuck Starbucks, by the way.
Fuck Starbucks, man. Hey, I'm not even. Their coffee's not even good.
I mean, I'm not really into coffee like that. My wife is into coffee, so I really don't know.
It ain't good. It ain't good.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
Their coffee's whack. Their frappuccino's all sugar. Get the fuck out of here.
I know gelato. The gelato's fire. That's what I've heard.
You're part of the problem, man. You're part of the problem.
That is. Oh no, that's Starbucks gelato. The Los Angeles collective off La Cienega sells some fire gelato, and they also sell some very fire strawberry haze. But that's neither here nor there.
Hey, you know what? That went over my head for like a hot second.
Yo,
Dr. Dream Thumb.
That's the end of episode 64.
Yo, that's it. That's it. That's all we got. All right. Well, you know what? You guys can always find us on Instagram and Twitter. Buffet_boys on both. You can also find us on Facebook. Facebook ain't really popping, it's kind of whack, but
it is kind of whack, man. It is kind of whack.
You can also find us on our website, buffetboyspodcast.tk, because we can't afford it.com yet. You can also find us and all the rest of our label mates on the UML network, urbanmogullife.com. Shout out to Ruckus Radio. Yo, we really appreciate the chance for y'all to give us a listen and to interact with us in the super chat. And I think we're going to be back next week. And I think that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what it is. Yo, again, big, huge shout out to Ruckus Radio Live. All the shows on Ruckus Radio, Behind the Walls, the homie Mr. Nason and Jay Quan, Ruckus Radio Live in the morning. So big shout out to all y'all, Bonnet, Rich, Nason, I think Dawn's been heavy in the super chat, so we appreciate you. Yeah, man, appreciate it. And UML too, man. Big shout out to Poindexter and all the shows on there. So listen, yo, we're going to be back next week as always, podcasting for the culture, bringing more culture for your soul and more knowledge for your brain and more bullshit for your week. It's your boy, the Salvadoran sensation, Eb.
It's your boy, Vic.
Peace.